my name is Preyosee.
And my name is Komal.
It is now my privilege to invite Professor Randeep Guleria, Chairman of the Board of Advisors, Princeton Foundation, India, to deliver the welcome address.
Professor Guleria is currently serving as the president of AIIMS Bilaspur and is the former director of AIIMS Delhi. He is a world-renowned expert in respiratory and sleep medicine. And he has been advisor to several international organizations, including CDC USA, WHO, International Agencies of Energy, and European Commissions.
Professor Guleria, sir, has been a member of several committees in the Government of India, including the Health Ministry, Department of Science and Technology, ICMR, National Institute of Virology, and several organizations like UPSC and International Commonwealth Fellowship. Sir has more than 400 publications in the international and national journals, 49 chapters in various national and international books, and has delivered more than 300 lectures in international and national conferences.
Thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you. Dear dignitaries, guests, parents, and students who are present here, let me take this opportunity first to really congratulate Dr. Ashutosh and Ramnik Pathak for the excellent work that they've been doing for the last 15 years as far as Princeton Foundation is concerned, and supporting and empowering women in our country through scholarships and fellowships. Remotely, I may say, they've been doing it from the US for so many years, and that is truly a remarkable journey that they've been through. And today, seeing so many young women who are feeling empowered and listening to their stories before lunch was something which was really heartening and something that really made us realize the work that they're doing. So I think what they're doing is trying to transform the country through women education as a pathway to leadership in social justice. And I personally believe that women education and empowerment of women is the most enduring measure of a civilization if it wants to really move forward. And today's gathering, as far as Elevate is concerned, is a moment in that direction. When women are educated, societies become much more peaceful and resilient, and therefore women education is the center for all development as far as not only a nation is concerned, but as far as family is concerned. And this actually leads to what I would say is leadership, and we saw that today in the morning that there were women who felt that they were empowered and could therefore become leaders in the future. And it's important for them to understand that leadership does not begin with authority or titles. It begins with awareness, confidence, and moral courage, all of which comes through education and feeling self-empowered. India's own history reminds us of this. When Savitribai Phule opened the first school for girls in Pune, she was not holding office, and this is more than 200 years ago. She was exercising leadership through education. When women like Pandita Ramabhai challenged social exclusion through learning, they laid the foundation of justice long before laws were followed. Therefore, education gives women a voice where there was silence, choice where there was limitation, and avenues where there was dependence. And I think that the girls today who are part of this Princeton Foundation are going to really find all of this is available for them. I also believe that leadership and social justice are inseparable. There can be no true leadership without social justice, and no social justice without equal access to education. India has seen this repeatedly. We've seen this in women leaders shaping local governance through parliament, through Panchayat Raj institutions, to the president of our country, all of which has really led to more and more of women empowerment. Therefore, I personally believe, and this is why all of us have got involved in Princeton Foundation, that educating women is not charity. It is equity, it is justice, it is a nation building. And the Government of India itself has taken a number of measures to strengthen this women education and leadership. We have initiatives like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, which have reinforced the importance of educating the girl child. The National Education Policy 2020 places strong emphasis on inclusion, gender equity, and access to higher education for first-generation learners. And I think Princeton Foundation is working to complement these national efforts by ensuring that deserving young women do not lose access to higher educations due to financial or any social barriers. All of you girls who are recipient of the Princeton Foundation scholarship or fellowship, you must remember that social justice sometimes is discussed in courts or let's say by policymakers or in the news media, but actually social justice roots lies in classrooms and in homes, because that's where actually the ground reality is. And when a girl enters college in our country, she challenges inequality. She reshapes the family's expectation, and she becomes a visible example in her own community. And it equips this woman, once you get college education, to think critically. It also equips you to engage in social, economic, and scientific challenge. And I think it also equips you to develop leadership and communication skill. And I hope to see that in all of the recipients of the Princeton Foundation Scholarship and Fellowship. Do remember that this fellowship is, that you are getting this fellowship, or when you're getting this fellowship, you are the emerging leaders chosen for your merit, resilience, and sense of purpose. Like countless before you, you have a purpose in your life, and education is one way to achieve that purpose. Your success will travel far beyond into families, neighborhoods, and generations yet to come. This foundation basically empowers you to question injustice, to advocate inclusion, and to use knowledge ethically, and to lift others as you rise. So remember, this is not only something that it's your responsibility, but there is also a commitment to do social service as you get this fellowship and as you get more and more empowered. Anurag, I think you can also. So today we honor the families who choose to educate daughters, sometimes at personal sacrifice, and we heard stories in the morning of how a lot of these students actually came from such families. And in towns and villages across India, when parents send their daughters to college, they quietly challenge centuries of limitations. This courage is leadership in its purest form. And therefore, as this journey begins, I invite each scholar to ask not only what will education give me, but also what will I give back because of my education. And I encourage you to lead with courage, lead with empathy, lead with justice, and lead with peace. On behalf of Princeton Foundation for Peace and Learning, I welcome you not just to this program, but to a lifelong journey of purposeful leadership and social justice. This is a collective work, and it's a collective responsibility not only of all of us who are members, but each individual here, to see how we can support women education, empower them, and really make sure that we have gender equality and equality for everyone, no matter what be his sex, caste, or creed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Guleria, for those inspiring words and for setting the tone for today's conference. Professor Guleria continues to serve as the chairman at Medanta, the Medic City Hospital in Gurgaon. Your insight reminds us of the transformative power of education and the responsibility we all share.